You know what hit me the other night? I was cleaning my room, and suddenly I found this old box full of teenage memories. There were movie tickets, old school papers, random birthday cards, blurry photos, even those silly little notes friends used to pass during class. And honestly, the moment I opened that box, I completely forgot what I was even cleaning for.
Oh my God, I love finding old things like that. But at the same time, it's dangerous emotionally. Because first you smile, then you remember people, then suddenly you're sitting on the floor at midnight listening to old songs for no reason. Teenage memories really do that to people.
They really do. And the strange thing is, back then, those moments felt so normal. We never thought, oh, this will become a beautiful memory one day. We were just living life without thinking too much about it.
Exactly. Like walking into school in the morning feeling half asleep, hearing loud conversations everywhere, seeing your friends near your locker, somebody laughing too hard in the hallway for absolutely no reason. Those moments felt ordinary back then, but now they feel kind of magical.
Especially lunch breaks. Teenagers can turn the most boring lunch table into the funniest place on earth. Somebody says one stupid thing, and suddenly the whole group is crying from laughter.
Yes, and teachers always looked so confused. Why are you all laughing?
Meanwhile, nobody can even explain the joke because honestly, the joke wasn't even funny. Teenagers just laugh at everything when they're together.
And honestly, I miss that kind of happiness sometimes. It was such a simple happiness. No big plans, no huge goals, just friends, music, little crushes, and funny conversations that somehow felt important.
Yeah, life felt lighter back then. Even weekends felt different. Friday afternoons used to feel amazing as a teenager.
Oh, absolutely. The second school ended on Friday, everybody suddenly became so happy. It didn't even matter what the plan was. Sometimes the plan was literally just walking around with friends for hours doing nothing.
Doing absolutely nothing, but somehow making memories at the same time.
Exactly. And teenage friendships felt so strong, too. You spend almost every day together. You tell each other everything. You create inside jokes nobody else understands. It really feels like your whole world.
Yeah. And then there was always that one person everybody secretly liked.
Oh no. Here we go.
Come on, everybody had a hallway crush.
That is true. And it was always the smallest things that felt exciting. Eye contact for 2 seconds suddenly becomes the biggest moment of your week.
Yes. They smile at you once and suddenly you're planning your future together.
Teenagers are so dramatic emotionally.
Extremely dramatic. But honestly, that innocent excitement is kind of beautiful when you think about it.
It really is. Like staying awake late just to talk to someone, or smiling at your phone after getting one simple message. Teenagers can become happy over the smallest things.
And the overthinking. Oh my God. Writing one message, deleting it, writing it again, asking your friends for advice before sending literally one sentence.
Does this sound weird? Should I send another emoji? Should I wait 5 minutes before replying?
Teenage brains are honestly dangerous.
Seriously. But at the same time, those emotions felt real. Everything felt intense because we were experiencing so many things for the first time. First crushes, first heartbreaks, first late-night talks, first real friendships. Those feelings stay with people forever.
Yeah. And music made everything even more emotional somehow.
Oh my God, yes! Everybody had songs connected to specific people. One song plays years later, and suddenly your brain travels back in time automatically.
You remember the room, the weather, the conversation, everything.
Teenage years were honestly messy, awkward, emotional, confusing, but also really beautiful at the same time.
And then one day, somehow everything starts changing. That's the weird part about growing up. Nobody really notices the exact moment when teenage life starts ending. It just happens, slowly. One friend gets busy, another friend moves away, somebody starts college, somebody gets a job, and suddenly the whole group isn't together every weekend anymore.
Yeah, and honestly, that part feels so strange at first. Because when you're younger, you really believe your friend group will stay exactly the same forever. You think everybody will always have time, always answer fast, always show up. Then adult life suddenly appears out of nowhere, and everybody becomes busy all the time.
Busy and tired. Adults are always tired.
Always tired. Teenagers sleep at 2 a.m. and still survive school somehow. Adults sleep wrong for 20 minutes and their back hurts for 3 days.
That is painfully true. But honestly, becoming an adult is exciting at first, too. Like getting your first real freedom feels amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I still remember my first little apartment. It wasn't even nice, honestly. The kitchen was tiny, the walls were boring, and I barely had furniture. But I felt so independent.
That first feeling of independence is huge. Suddenly, nobody tells you when to sleep, what to eat, or what time to come home.
Which sounds fun, until you realize you actually have to take care of yourself now.
Exactly. Teenagers say, "I can't wait to become an adult." Then adulthood arrives, and suddenly you're stressed because you forgot to buy groceries.
Groceries are actually one of the biggest adult problems. You walk into the store thinking, I'll just buy a few things, and somehow you leave confused, tired, and spending too much money.
And nobody prepares teenagers for boring adult problems.
Seriously, nobody tells you how stressful emails can become.
Emails are terrifying sometimes.
Especially work emails. You read the same sentence 5 times trying to make sure you sound professional enough.
Best regards. Kind regards. Sincerely. Adults spend 10 minutes choosing email endings.
But honestly, I think the hardest part of growing up is realizing nobody really has everything figured out.
Yeah. When we were teenagers, adults looked so confident. Teachers, parents, older people, they all seemed like they understood life perfectly.
Then you become an adult and realize everybody is just trying their best.
Exactly. Most people are learning as they go.
Especially in your 20s. Your 20s are such a confusing time emotionally. One day you feel motivated and excited about life, and the next day you compare yourself to everybody online and suddenly feel behind.
Social media really changed growing up, too. Teenagers today compare themselves constantly.
Yeah, everybody online looks successful, happy, attractive, confident, and sometimes people forget that social media is only showing the best moments. Nobody posts themselves crying over stress at 1 a.m. eating cereal in sweatpants.
Which is honestly a very real adult experience.
Very real.
But I think growing up also teaches people what really matters. Teenagers care a lot about looking cool or fitting in. Adults slowly start caring more about peace, honesty, and real connections.
That's true. When you're younger, you want everybody to like you. But later you realize having a few real people around you is more important than trying to impress everybody.
Yeah. Quality over quantity.
And relationships change too as people grow older. Teenage love feels exciting and dramatic, but adult relationships feel different, more serious sometimes, more realistic.
Teenage love feels magical because life is simpler back then.
Exactly. Back then, you had time. Long phone calls, random late-night conversations, sitting together doing absolutely nothing. Teenagers have more emotional time for each other.
Staying awake until 3 a.m., talking about random dreams and future plans.
And somehow those conversations felt endless in the best way.
Adult life moves faster, though. Suddenly, everybody has work schedules, responsibilities, bills, stress.
And group chats become silent for 3 days because everybody is exhausted.
Adult friendships are basically texting. Sorry for replying late.
Literally.
But honestly, I think there's something beautiful about growing older, too. People become calmer, more honest, more understanding.
Yeah. Teenagers feel everything loudly. Adults feel things more quietly sometimes, but the emotions are still there.
And it's funny how random memories suddenly appear during adult life. Like hearing an old song in a coffee shop and immediately thinking about somebody from high school.
Or finding an old hoodie and suddenly remembering an entire relationship.
Memories hide inside small things.
They really do. And honestly, I think that's why people become nostalgic. Because growing up teaches you how quickly moments disappear.
Yeah. One minute you're a teenager dreaming about adulthood, and the next minute you're an adult missing teenage life.
You know something I realized recently? The older we get, the more valuable small memories become. When we were teenagers, we thought big moments were the most important things. Graduation, birthdays, relationships, first jobs. But honestly, sometimes the tiny moments stay in your heart the longest.
Yeah, I think so too. Like random late night drives with friends, stopping for snacks at some tiny store, everybody singing badly in the car like they were famous musicians.
And nobody actually sounding good.
Especially that one friend who sings way too confidently.
Every friend group has one. But those nights felt so free. No pressure, no schedules, no thinking too much about the future. Just music, friends, and dumb conversations that somehow became unforgettable memories.
And staying outside too late during summer. Teenagers really believe they own the night. Sitting on sidewalks, talking about life like philosophers, making huge plans for the future while eating fries and drinking soda.
Teenagers always think they understand life completely.
Exactly. But honestly, I kind of love that confidence. There's something beautiful about being young and believing everything is possible.
Yeah. Teenage years are full of hope. Even when life feels confusing, there's still this exciting feeling that your story is just beginning.
And everything feels like the first time. First real friendship, first heartbreak, first road trip, first real dream, first time feeling truly understood by someone.
I think that's why people never fully forget those years. Your teenage years shape so much of who you become later.
Definitely. And it's funny, because sometimes people from those years suddenly return to your mind out of nowhere.
Oh, absolutely. You can be shopping for groceries like a normal adult. Then suddenly one old song starts playing and boom, now you're emotionally traveling back to 2017.
Exactly. Suddenly you remember old conversations, old clothes, old crushes, old friends.
Even old smells can bring memories back, like walking past a movie theater and suddenly remembering teenage weekends with friends.
Memories really hide everywhere.
They do. And honestly, I think people worry too much about having a perfect teenage life sometimes. Social media makes it look like everybody had some perfect movie experience growing up. But real teenage life was awkward too.
Very awkward. Teenagers are confused most of the time.
Most of the time? All of the time.
Fair point. But maybe that awkwardness is part of what makes those memories special later.
I think so too. The embarrassing moments become funny later. The emotional moments become meaningful later. Even the mistakes teach people something important.
Yeah. Growing up is messy for everybody. Nobody does it perfectly.
And honestly, that's okay. Some people found love early. Some people found confidence later. Some people changed completely after school. Everybody grows differently.
Life isn't really a race, even though teenagers sometimes think it is.
Yeah. I remember feeling so worried about the future when I was younger. I thought by a certain age I needed to have everything figured out perfectly.
Adults secretly still don't know what they're doing sometimes.
That is so true. Most adults are honestly just learning step by step.
And maybe that's comforting in a way. Nobody has a perfect life. Everybody is growing, changing, learning, making mistakes.
But also creating memories at the same time.
Exactly. I think one beautiful thing about life is that every age gives you different kinds of happiness. Teenage happiness feels exciting and loud. Adult happiness feels calmer sometimes.
Like drinking coffee in silence after a stressful week.
Adult happiness really becomes simple.
Teenagers want parties and drama. Adults want peace, snacks, and good sleep.
But no matter how old people become, I think there's always a teenage version of us somewhere inside.
Yeah, the version that still gets excited over little things, still remembers old songs, still smiles at random memories for no reason.
The version that still remembers people who mattered once.
And honestly, that's kind of beautiful.
It really is.
So, if you're listening right now and thinking about your teenage years, maybe don't only remember the mistakes or embarrassing moments. Remember the laughter, too. Remember the late-night talks, the funny friendships, the exciting crushes, the random adventures, the music, the freedom, the hope.
Remember how alive everything felt,
Even the dramatic moments.
especially the dramatic moments.
Because one day, those moments become stories you tell years later with a smile on your face.
And honestly, maybe that's the best part about growing older. You realize your life was full of beautiful little moments you didn't notice at the time.
Yeah, and those moments never fully leave you.
They become part of who you are.
So now we want to ask everybody listening something. What memory from your teenage years still makes you smile today?
Maybe it's an old friendship, a school memory, a first love, a funny trip, or even just one special song.
Tell us in the comments, because honestly, we love reading your stories.
And maybe somebody listening will realize they had the exact same experience too.
Thank you for spending this time with us tonight. We really hope this conversation made you smile a little and remember some good moments from your own life.
And no matter how old you are now, don't lose that young, hopeful part of yourself completely.
Yeah, keep it safe somewhere inside you.
All right, everybody, take care of yourselves.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.